Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer expresses considerable satisfaction with this leaf blower, offering a detailed comparison to a gas-powered model they also own. Our reviewer highlights several key advantages of the battery-operated device. The ease of operation is a significant plus, with the simple button start contrasting sharply with the more involved process of starting a gas-powered engine. This client also emphasizes the blower's quiet operation. While not silent during use, it is noticeably quieter than its gas counterpart, even when idling. The reduced weight, although only marginally less than the gas model, is also noted as a benefit. Power is another area where this product receives praise. While the turbo mode doesn't quite match the gas model's full power, it's described as sufficiently powerful for most typical yard work needs. The fast charging time, less than an hour, is also appreciated, though the need for this quick charge time is identified as a consequence of shorter battery life. However, this client also acknowledges several drawbacks. The most prominent is the limited battery life of approximately 20 minutes in regular mode, shrinking further in turbo mode. This short runtime, while sufficient for this reviewer's typical yard maintenance, is identified as potentially problematic for larger jobs or those who prefer using a leaf blower to gather leaves rather than raking. The inclusion of only one battery in the package is also criticized. This client would have preferred two for uninterrupted use. The necessity of removing the battery for charging is another point of contention, contrasting it with other battery-powered tools that allow for in-situ charging or offer alternative charging methods. Finally, the cruise control feature, while functional, is mentioned as a personal preference issue, with the reviewer expressing a preference for the more familiar slide lock trigger mechanism found on other blowers they've used. Overall, despite these minor shortcomings, this client remains pleased with the leaf blower. The convenience of quick starting and quiet operation are considered significant advantages that outweigh the drawbacks for this user's typical application. While acknowledging the limitations of battery life and the single battery configuration, the product clearly delivers sufficient power for many users and provides a welcome quieter and more convenient alternative to gas-powered models.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer found this leaf blower to be a truly exceptional piece of equipment. Our reviewer noted the remarkably easy assembly process, finding the instructions clear and concise, and contrary to the manual's suggestion, no additional lubricant was needed. The initial battery charge time was surprisingly short, suggesting the battery arrived with a charge exceeding the manufacturer's stated 30%. After inserting the fully charged battery, this client found the blower intuitive to operate. A simple long press of the power button activated the unit, and the variable speed trigger control offered precise airflow adjustment. The cruise control feature was a standout, eliminating the need for constant trigger engagement and allowing for effortless, consistent operation. A power boost button provided extra power for tougher jobs, though this naturally impacted battery life. The blower's automatic shutoff after a period of inactivity and the integrated battery charge indicator were practical additions, enhancing both convenience and functionality. This client tested the blower's capabilities by clearing grass clippings from their driveway and sidewalk. The power and airflow were more than adequate for this task, and the lightweight, well-balanced design ensured comfortable handling. However, the charger emitted a subtle noise, presumably from a cooling fan, which was a minor point of observation. One unexpected drawback was wrist fatigue experienced during extended use. This client theorized this stemmed from the blower's unique air discharge placement, below and in front of the handle, compared to other models where the discharge is directly below the handle. This difference in design, our reviewer speculated, may contribute to the increased wrist strain. Despite this minor ergonomic consideration, this client awarded the leaf blower a 5-star rating. The ease of assembly, swift initial charge time, straightforward operation, and impressive performance far outweighed the slight wrist fatigue. Overall, this client heartily recommends this leaf blower and believes it represents excellent value and efficiency for its intended purpose.
All right, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer found this leaf blower to be a surprisingly powerful tool, exceeding initial expectations despite falling short of the advertised equivalents to a gas-powered model. Our reviewer, a tall male, appreciated the blower's unexpected length, eliminating the need to bend over during use. This ergonomic design, combined with the low vibration level, contributed to a comfortable and efficient working experience. The thoughtfully designed nozzle tip, which doubles as a scraper, further enhanced the blower's practicality. This client also highlighted the blower's robust construction and quiet motor, indicative of the manufacturer's reputation for quality and durability. The battery's compatibility with other devices within the same product line was a significant plus, showcasing a cohesive ecosystem for the user. However, our reviewer did note some discrepancies between the advertised and actual performance. While the marketing materials claimed a battery life of approximately 45 minutes, this client found the run time to be closer to 20 minutes under continuous use, particularly when operating in the turbo mode. This runtime proved sufficient for a typical residential property, but this client deemed it impractical for professional use, necessitating the carriage of multiple batteries to complete a workday. Ultimately, this client's primary concern centered on two key aspects. First, this client expressed reservations regarding the high price point. The cost, considered significant even by our reviewer standards, represents a potential barrier for many consumers. Second, and perhaps more significantly, the absence of a reverse function and bagging capability was a noticeable drawback. Our reviewer prefers blowers with this dual functionality, noting that many less expensive alternatives on the market provide this feature. In conclusion, while impressed by the power, quiet operation, and thoughtful design of this leaf blower, this client ultimately feels that the high price and lack of certain features limit its overall appeal, particularly when compared to other available options on the market. If this video helped you out, give it a like and hit subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.